Okay, today I want to do a little video on mobility with two broken feet, which could apply to anybody with broken feet, broken legs, broken back even. If you're not mobile and you're reliant on a scooter, this is a good segment for you. This is the four-wheel scooter. It's a GoGo Elite. I really like it. Borrowed it from a friend of a friend right after I got injured. And then about 4 weeks later, I came upon a deal I just could not pass up on a GoGo Elite three-wheeler, which I'll show you in a little bit. I want to show you the difference between the two. This is my wife modeling for us. She is going to show you how tight the four-wheeler turns within this square of concrete. You can see the lines. Go ahead, Carol, show them how tight this thing turns. As you can see, she can barely stay within the lines. Go ahead, pull forward to me. Still recording. Now I'm gonna go do the same thing. For those of you who don't know, I broke both feet. I fell off a roof a couple months ago. And I have these two scooters. I'll show you how tight the three-wheeler turns. As you can see, it turns considerably tighter. And as far as stability goes, it's nearly as stable. I've used both of them quite some bit, and the three-wheeler is nearly as stable. One thing I can tell you is I never dreamt how nice it would be to have these scooters in the house. This scooter will go through a narrow doorway much easier than my wheelchair will. So, and also as far as using the bathroom, getting in the tub or anything, it's a lot easier to jump from this to other objects than it is off a wheelchair. I removed the arms, which if you're healthy and you don't need the arms, I would definitely recommend removing the arms because you could go through narrower spaces. You come to the couch, you just turn sideways, jump off onto the couch. It's just incredibly nice having these available. And I know they're expensive, but you can actually find really good deals on these scooters. I bought this scooter I'm sitting on, believe it or not, Craigslist, $300. It was 8 months old. I've looked a lot. You could probably easily find it for $500. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it'll make a huge difference in your life while you're injured. And you could always buy it for $500 and sell it for $400. If you had this thing available to you for $100, there is no way you can go without it. So if you have a big house, we have a fairly large house with large openings, the four-wheeler is just fine. If you had a smaller home with tighter hallways, I would recommend the three-wheeler. To me, it's about a tie. There's advantages to both. Four-wheeler's a little more comfortable to ride as far as long distance because you put your feet out on the front fenders. The three-wheeler does not have front fenders, so it's not quite as comfy, but I would probably pick the three-wheeler, being a shorter person, for the extra maneuverability, and it has almost exact same stability, which really surprised me. We're going to do a little...
Changed out the basket.
Oh, I changed out the basket. The basket on the front's heavy plastic. You run into something with it, it causes issues. This basket, you run into something that just squeezes it tight. It has all these compartments. I keep my phone and my wallet in here.
It's $6.
It was $6 at Walmart. I highly recommend changing to this basket also. We're going to go do a little street test and see how these things compare to each other power-wise. This is a newer model. The four-wheeler my wife's on is probably 3 or 4 years old. This is like a 8-month-old model, so we're going to see if there's any difference in power. Okay, you ready?
Which way are we going?
I'm going to see if I know how to flip this thing around.
To the street?
Okay, we're going to compare the power of the older model four-wheeler to the newer model three-wheeler. Supposedly this new three-wheeler is a little bit faster. We're going to see if that's true or not. You ready?
Let's go.
Set, go. So far, I think I got the jump on her. I would say it's dead even.
Pretty even, yeah. Oh, you're
Am I gaining?
ahead.
Am I gaining on you?
No.
You think I'm gaining on you?
I think yours is gonna win.
Boy, you really feel old when you and your wife race on your scooters. Anyways, this is it for scooter mobility, and I would 100% recommend you try to find one of these for a deal on Craigslist, or if you're rich, new, because it is a game changer when you're injured.